Hi everyone, welcome on in. How are you all doing today? Hi Copy, hi Synth, hi Amelia, hi Lulu, hi Zoe, hi Ed, hi everyone. Okay, I'm off to a slow start today, obviously, I'm here late. But I think I'll get at least a 2-hour stream in today, maybe a 3-hour stream, we'll see how it goes. I'm in a little bit of pain already, but I took my pain medication, so yeah. Ah, thank you for the arrow kisses. I'm getting hugs and kisses and bites. Thank you. Anyway, also chat, I'm excited. I've taken the first step towards eventually being able to work on my 3.0 model. We'll see how long it takes to actually get there, but I'm not doing it entirely alone this time. I've commissioned an artist to help me with the design process. Or should I say 2 artists? You'll probably all know who it is. I'm going to be working with Mern Frog. So we'll see. We'll see how that comes out. Yeah. I'm excited though, because I've wanted to update this model for a while, like make a completely new 3.0 to reflect my skills as of late. And also, I'm going to be like refreshing my style a little bit. Yeah, they did amazing work for you. That's honestly part of what convinced me. Ah. Thank you for the brick, Anna. Hi, welcome on in. Anna cute. That and the work they did on Anna's model as well. That was also really good. Okay. Let's go ahead and work on Lunazera's model a little bit. Camera. There we go. Great. Hi. Thank you for the head pats. Alright, chat off screen. I did work on these canisters some more. They're like sci-fi like potion bottles. Ah. Ah, so many hearts. Oh gosh.
Char cute, char cutery, char car char smootery, char pattery, char backslash s car char porium.
What? You're silly, Anna. But yeah, I like how these came out. I don't know why it said backslash. I was confused by that too. There's no backslash in there. Okay, let's fix this necklace. Currently, it doesn't have the moon on it that it's supposed to have. Supposed to look like that. Simple crescent moon. Oh. Trying to freehand this is crazy. But let's try something else. That's a little better. Of course, I want to clean up the edges of it, make it less blurry.
Char cute and working so hard, doing such a good job. Also catch.
I missed. Wow. Eh. It's Char, yeah, it's me. Hi Gnome, how you doing? There we go, that's a pretty good moon. Although I wish I moved it over just a little bit. That's fine, we can cheat and move it. There we go. Very nice. Really weird noise happening. Don't worry about that. Background noise with the door wide open. Alright, I'm gonna make her a new collar too. Because I want something that, like what she drew here, that can go with it. Up in the up. I can't speak. Up in the triple digits now, huh? Makes sense. Amelia cute.
Pet, pet, pet.
Yeah, I need the emotional support pillow. Also, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Hi, Rin. How you doing? Snacking on food and working on pixel art. Hell yeah. Sounds like a good time. Hmm. I need a lot of tea this morning. Or this afternoon, I guess. Depends on your time zone. Thank you for the tea sip. I just had one, but I'll take another. Yeah, this evening, tonight, whatever it is. Just plain black tea right now. It's the cheapest.
Rower.
I'll probably, if I brew another cup, I'll probably get some Earl Grey. Right? Here's your rye. Okay, do I want to make actual holes in this or just texture them? Hmm. Hmm. It do be a detail that's going to be seen a lot. Also, it's more possible to make a smooth hole with the texture than not. Hmm. Yeah, that sounds good. I use honey most of the time. I don't like milk, though. I do like milk tea. It's just milk hurts me. So I might put almond milk in it. It's been a while since I've tried that, though. That's something I more get when I'm out and about. Like, I'll get a boba milk tea. Yes, as we learned in the Discord the other day. Hmm. Okay, let me just see how this would look, I suppose. Yes. I'd have to subdivision surface. And then I'd need to put like a ring in there to smooth it out further. Is that detail worth it? Or should I just use transparency to show the holes? Where's that button Lulu has? What button? Oh, the nut button. The nutton, if you will. Oh my gosh. Chat, I have a question for you. Technically, I'm a forest dragon, but I honestly don't lean into that very much. However, one thing that's always been present on this channel is my tea sip redeem, and the amount of times I've talked about tea. Would it not make sense if I was a tea dragon? How would that make you feel? What are your opinions on that? Would that be a good way to rebrand without actually changing my look? Thank you for the tea sip. How do I exemplify tea dragon though? Well, that's kind of the point. I honestly don't like being over the top about the theme. I want to be a little more flexible and human about it. Dress how I want and theme myself how I want. You know, like how I have different variations of my model. And those different variations of my model could be explained away by different tea flavors or different type of tea. Total tea, but yes, it would. Do you carry both kinds of tea though? Both kinds? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. I have some tea. Okay, but funny, silly idea. Tiny little tea bag at the end of the big chain around your horns. That would be a little silly. But also think about this. Boba tea in my pink char version. Virtual tea char. That'd be good, yeah. You'd say the hill could be replaced with green tea, the purple could be lavender tea. Yeah, I like it. I like the idea of making it boba tea. TBH. Alright, let's just... Oh, I made this harder on myself. It's okay, we can fix it. The back of the collar being warped is throwing me off. Let's fix that. Yep, cursor to selected. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna select this section, duplicate it, and then rotate it here. And we'll have one here. It's interesting how that doesn't line up. Where would that line up? I could have mathed this out, but I've already lost my opportunity to math it out. Oh well, we're gonna wing it.
Compliment.
Sorry, one second. For yourself today? Amelia, you're so cute. And I love how you just had to tell us you're going to get your comfort pillow because we flustered you a little bit. And now you want more flustering because you got your comfort pillow and you can hug it as tight as you need to while we tell you how valid you are and how cute you are. Very adorable. Hi, Lena. Welcome on in. Okay, that's what I was going for. Eh. Here we go. Art. Hi, Willow. How you doing? Rawr. Oh, Starfall. Ah, yes, the keyboard layout on OBS. Thank you for the reminder. I actually used to have one, and then I redid my entire setup, and I forgot to set that up. I'm gonna make a note of it and try to do that before next stream. You're learning Blender to do 3D prints. Okay, nice, nice. Well, I will get that overlay set up because like I said, I used to have it. So thank you. In the meantime, though, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm always willing to let people know what I'm doing. You barely managed to make a small pumpkin with a hole at the bottom. I know how it is. Starting out in Blender is quite a journey. You just picked up some cheap classes in Blender? You're looking forward to getting through them. Nice. I'm actually slowly getting into teaching myself. Currently just tutoring a friend. Hopefully, I'm able to spread my knowledge a little bit. Let's say I don't need this back here. This is a waste of time. Thank you for the IRL head pats. Hat. The idea is to put a wooden stick in the bottom and stick it into the plant. Yeah, I saw that question copy. I chose to ignore it. It's a valid question, though. Thank you for the head pats, Amelia. Alright, let's UV map this. Whoops. I forgot something. Oh, it's a continuous ring without a... Oh, and the seams back here got messed up, right? Because I just remade that. I'll do that. And that. There we go. Something's still not right. Alright! I read what you said after I did the reading. How dare. Oh, I know what's causing that. It would be here. Here we go. I need it. I need a good place to put this. Do I want to do its own texture or just... I could probably hide it somewhere on here. I can fix that later, but that'll work for now. And then the rings themselves are gonna be blue. Thank you for the tea sip. Hi JC, how you doing? Used to model in old video games. You had to program the position of each polygon, so stairs were a fun practice of additive math. Yeah, I bet that was fun. In a very trial and error kind of way. Whatever that means. Graphics have come a long way, haven't they? I'm gonna have to make a new material altogether, because I need one that's, lit anyway. For now, this can go on the necklace texture and be colored correctly. Doing good, nice. Gonna do some laundry too, electric drying loo. Have a good lyric, Nim. Alright, yeah. I like the new collar in place here. I think that goes with the outfit much better. I guess we only really have two things we need to figure out from here. One, I gotta put something in the holster down here. And then two, we had to do the texture of the lab coat. And unless I get a reference from Lunazera soon, I'm gonna need to like come up with my own pattern to add on this. What, these? They're potion canisters. Because she's a cyberpunk witch. So yeah, that's the concept. They're cool. Thank you. I kind of just came up with them on the fly based on the concept because this is all I had to go off. This is it. This was the idea. Estrogen bottles, yes. So I saw this and I'm like, how am I gonna make this go with the kind of cyberpunk sci-fi looking thing? And what I came up with, I guess, is pretty much accurate to the theme. Yeah, I did my best. I think they came out pretty well. No, I do like the idea of them being estrogen. One thing I'd like to do, I'd like to throw this in. I want to make a blend shape that hides one of these and puts one in her hand. So basically, she could reach down and grab it and pull it out. I think that'd be neat. Just as a little bonus. Oh my gosh. No. I'm not going to say that it's Hilk. Thank you for jailing Berserk. Hi, Cereza. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Alright, we need a vaguely techie looking thing to go in the holster down here. I'm just gonna look up a reference for a tricorder and see what I can make. Let's see. Tricorder from Star Trek. How am I? I'm doing okay. I'm just kind of tired. Not sure how long I'm going to be going today. Let's go with a tricorder that has some fancy stuff on the top. Which one is this? I forget. Well, I'm not going to be exactly replicating it. But this is a good idea right here. Or maybe this one. It's the same one. Save image. Just be carrying around gender fluid. Let's go. And yeah, you feel like a potato today? Such a mood. Yeah, what does happen if you drink the gender fluid? This is a valid question. You were like, so ready to get home and work on Blender stuff. Gets home after flight, feels like 50-pound weight on your chest. Yeah, travel will do that to you. Honestly, don't know what you expected. Well, I know what you expected because you just told me. But, you know. You expected to survive. You did not. I'm head patting Miss Cereza. Good fox. You did a thing. It's time to rest. Honestly, flights don't usually take this much out of you. A pretty big event the day before. Yeah, it's probably just a lot altogether. Alright, this looks pretty good. I don't really need to add details to the bottom of it because it's just gonna sit in the holster. Let's see what it looks like. Smoothed out though. Uh, hmm. I'd rather bevel it. Let's see. Thank you kindly for the brick.
Rower.
Hey! Yeah, that looks cool, I think. That's cute. You like it? I just made a little tricorder. Because why not? She did not specify what I could put there, so I just put a little tricorder.
Pet, pet, pet.
Flora, thank you for the head pats, cutie. Flora can't. Wait, where'd the... No, where'd the texture for the moon go? Did I lose it? I think I forgot to save. Damn. I had a texture for the moon here and then I lost it? Question mark. Wait. Why is it still showing the preview? Just on the icon, not in the thumbnail. I wonder if it was the reload thing that did that. Always be sure to save images that you texture paint, chat. Otherwise you have to do it again. And I gotta go on break, so this is really not great, but at least it was pretty easy. Like there, I already made it again, kinda. That's a little off. Again, I made it too far to the side. But I gotta go on break. Right. I'll be back soon. Flora won. Oh, Flora redeemed a compliment? How did I miss that? Or one of you redeemed a compliment for Flora. Well, ads are about to hit. So, really quickly, Flora is adorable and precious and really fun to be around, and she's probably one of the sweetest people I've ever met. And I can compliment her more when I get back. I'll see you all in about 5 to 10 minutes, okay? Bye. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. And, thank you for the break. Alright, this time I saved that. Flora deserves that compliment still. You don't think the one I gave was good enough? Well, fair enough. I did say I could compliment her more when I get back. Because she is very lovely and she deserves all the compliments in the world. Flora has been someone I've known for a while, and I've always called her cute because she's always been cute. But I'm getting really close to her lately, and that's for good reason. Because, despite going through hardships herself, she's a very supportive and kind and delightful person who will always, always want to help. And I think that's just so endearing and sweet. Ah. Thank you for the hearts.
Rower.
Rah! Amelia made you too sleepy, so you're gonna nap and irresponsibly late. You have no responsibilities though, so it's fine. Have a good sleep, copy. Lovely seeing me work as always, thank you. Kitty up to mischief, huh? You two are cute. So am I. Rawr. Oops. That's annoying. I hate how the palette isn't shared between tools. Why would I want that? Hmm. I don't like this top part red. Let's make this blue or something. Probably do that with this too. Maybe we could have a little red as a treat. But otherwise, yeah. Just kind of keep that like that. Oh, jeez. I keep picking a color, then realizing I had to pick it again. Excuse me. I hate how this functions. And the undos are not helping things. There we go. Okay, close enough. It's a thing. We've achieved object. One more gradient for it though. What the heck? No. It's not right. Grab this. And then this needs to be like that. There we go.
Pet pet pet.
Thank you for the head pats. Okay, JC, thank you for being here. Talk to you later. Alright, last step. We have to do this lab coat. Can't put it off any longer. I could always start rigging and save the lab coat texture for last minute. Benefit being she'd have more time to get back to me on it. But at the end of the day, I'm prepared to come up with my own design and see what she thinks. For the LED strips on the lab coat. I do also have to give it a material that looks more like a coat and less like a void of blackness. So like a leather material, I guess. Uh, my back's starting to hurt more. Let me see if I can change where my heating pad is. Here we go. Hi Alice, how you doing? Welcome on in. I was just thinking the last thing I need to texture is the lab coat. Of course, the LED strips I could still use some direction on, but I could come up with something. I also just need to give it more of a texture in general, like a leather texture, I'm guessing. Or maybe not leather. That's not very lab coaty. Hmm. Kind of up and down weekend mood. I totally feel that. He'll try to do that today. Okay. No major rush, but we are closing up on we are closing in towards the end of your commission. I do need to rig all of this still though. So maybe I'll put off the lab jacket a little bit longer. Do you want it to be cloth or leather? Maybe cloth. I can do cloth. Yeah, usually cloth, cotton. Yeah, I'll do that. And I gotta make the glowing parts. But I do need to do rigging. Rigging hasn't been touched yet. So I might work on that for the rest of the time I'm here. Also, what do you think of this, like, basically a tricorder from Star Trek that I added to the holster? I think nothing else in the outfit's that gray, so I think I'll make it more black. But yeah, you like it? Cool. Yeah, actually, let me just go ahead and I'm gonna have um what is why am I not allowed to see my selection? What's happening? Oh, because I had the wrong object selected. There we go. Okay. Let's just do a darker color. Not that much. Half of that. Why did it change my tool? Oh. I hate the undo in Blender. It undoes the wrong things. There we go. That's better. That blends in better. Okay. Right, I did lay this out already. Yeah, let's just do some rigging now. You checked your actual lab coat? Yeah, it's 100% cotton. You think functionally, because cotton is generally inert, it's cleanable. Also, you're not gonna splash back into the beat. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'll go for a cotton look. Probably, yeah, the shirt I'm wearing would work. One thing I like to do is, I take scans or pictures of actual, like, cloth or materials that I need, and then I overlay them for the texture on top of, the texture I'm doing. Like the skirt here. I took a picture of something cloth that was a little fuzzy, and then just overlaid it on the pattern. Sure, yeah. A picture of it could help. Give me a good idea of like what amount of depth and stuff to put on it. Of course, it's stylized, so it doesn't need to be exactly the same, but I still want to give the impression of the correct material. I definitely want to give it a normal map too, so it just doesn't have this like very glossy shininess to it. It's not what I wanted actually. Undo that. Just empty groups, I think. Oh, I did that wrong again. I don't know what this view is with the lines. I've never... Oh. Show weight contours. I've never had that checked on. Interesting. Guess I'll try it out. Who knows, it might help me. I did not know this was a thing. Learn something new in Blender every day. Yeah, I could see how that would help. Alright, good news is we can pretty much use the necklace bones that are already here, I think. Just gonna raise it up a little bit. It's possibly too much. You're looking forward to Badass Lab Alice? Me too. This is gonna be fun. Mm. Thankfully, that transfers pretty well. Gotta fix the straps though. Oh. That very much needs fixed as well. Oh, I never applied the chest bone. Still weird. I don't like this bone. Mm, what part of you are... Oh, the twist bone's doing it. Is the twist bone one of those that we're ignoring? Probably. Just gonna clear that. You're gonna go hop out? Okay, Amelia. Hope you feel better. Oh, the twist bones do all the work. I see. That explains why it got data from that and not this. Okay. So I do need that. Just gotta smooth it. There we go. It's alright. I can figure it out.
Rower.
Alright. The stretch bones aren't weighted and don't do anything, but you're actually hoping to get them working in Vinyan this week? Well, that one you may have to figure out on your own. But what I can do for you is I'll just do whatever you had. Like here, the twist bones were automatically transferred to this, and I was like, is that right? And then you told me that's right. So I'll just keep following that and then smooth it out where I need. This is... Well, these contour lines are actually telling me the problem, so that's actually kind of useful. Okay, let's start over with... No, I don't want to start over. I just want to smooth it the correct way. Let's, no. Not what I wanted. There we go. That actually is useful. Yeah. Thanks for inadvertently showing me that by leaving them on in your Blender file. Okay, this is just not right at all. That's gonna help me in a lot of ways. Because I only really want the arm to affect the strap. If we're being honest. That's looking a lot better. Okay, I need to make these a mesh. Duplicate this, back it up. Is the position good? They're clipping into the belt a little bit there. Hold on. Okay. Ooh. Yeah? Related to the stretch bones, you was realizing you might be able to try and work in some of Blender's other bone constraints in Vinyan. That would be awesome. One thing that's been a struggle for me in the way I work with VRM models is the lack of bone constraints. My rigs are so simplified because of that. All right, we're committing to these. And then I'm not gonna have the ones in the back here, if that's alright with you. Because this seems like too many. And also, it'll avoid any like clipping and such. There we go, just the 5 in the front. And then I honestly like how they're sitting. It's looking pretty good. I'm gonna have to paint in some shadows. Get the belt behind darker. Have a gradient on the straps here, so they're brighter in the front. But right now we're doing rigging, because I need a break from texturing. So let's go ahead and I'll do the belt first. Actually, let's make those all one piece. It's looking really great. I'm glad you like it so far. Hope your meeting goes well, and thank you for swinging by. Hi, Potate, welcome on in. Okay, I don't have... Rare. Brick attack.
Pet pet pet.
Rower.
This is one of those situations where bone constraints would be useful. I think I'm just going to have to let them clip. Ah! Rare! What the heck? But yeah, just basically putting them on the spine bone for now is the best I can do for those. Which means I could have just parented them to that bone, but I'll stay consistent with how I'm doing all this. Okay, I'm gonna need to add skirt bones, I think, if we're gonna have this look a little flowy. Oh, I also need to add bones for the lab coat. So let's go ahead and add bones. Got the hips here. We're gonna come out here. Don't know how flexible I want to make this skirt. I guess 3 bones is always a good rule of thumb. Hi, Orchid.
Row.
Ads are coming up. Do I want to go another hour? Or do I want to rest because I'm having kind of a difficult day. Hmm. Yeah, you're probably right. If I push myself now, I will just be in more pain later. Alright, chat. Let's recap. Let me snooze those ads. Thank you for the tea sip, by the way. Okay. What we did today was we painted the moon on that necklace. We added a new color. We got these canisters looking real nice and ready to go. We added a little device down here on the thigh holster. And we haven't done anything with the lab coat yet, but we discussed what we'll be doing with that texture-wise. And then we started rigging. So honestly, on Friday could be the last day I stream this. It might be just like off-stream wrap-up from there, but we'll see. Alright, let me see who we can raid today. Easy target. Mer and Frog are playing Peak. That sounds like a good time. Plus, I'm commissioning them for design work, so good time to support them.